Okay, so I'm going to need those ones to stay. I'm going to have to move some shit down. Alright, so my other thing too is this should be even now between here. If I take this, 24, the other ones were 24. So that's now even. Yeah, what I was noticing is the difference between here and here was 24. So when I noticed that the other one was like 20 something and it was wrong, I'm like, that's obviously there's a problem. There's a problem that needs to be looked at like straight away there. I just probably didn't pick it up earlier and last time because both times I was quite tired when I was doing this. And building when you're tired, or any kind of work really when you're tired, is not the best. Like, oh, why did you take that extra line away? I saw that. Piece of shit. All right, this is going to be 49. Yep, okay. All right. So yeah, they're all now even. I've just got to move shit up or down, depending on where it's coming in from. So that's going to be interesting. This is supposed to have been coming 24, I think, from the dead center. Where is that dead center? God damn, this is a nightmare to look at. Even by my eyes standard, and I'm used to looking at this shit. Okay, this line, though, this was right. This can come back through. All right. So if that's dead center, coming up from here. Yep. Okay. So that is to, well, it was 24. A quick break from Borders break. It's getting intense. Need a breather before making some hard decisions. Well, I just found out that I've been working on some stuff that's been wrong pretty much the whole time. So yeah, that was a little frustrating. So take that up to there. I'm going to need to take this down by 1. Turns out that where my dead center placement was, my crosshair here, was off last time. So yeah, I've had to fix that up. But I've figured it out. So it's fine. So this was 24 by 24, by the way. So taking it to there, it's 24 by 24. So now I've got to fuck off this and I've got to move everything up. Let's get rid of this. So you can see this side's going to be a little bit further away. But I also discovered I could make like oval shapes, so I'm pretty like chuffed about that. 24. Let's get 24 and then 24 again. Okay. So where I needed to build was out from here. Right? So these will be wrong. These ones look like they may only be off by like a little bit. What, building without mods? No, I get you. Let's get rid of this shit. And let's get this over here going too. Okay. It just kind of cleans it up a little bit easier. Okay. So this is no longer dead heads, like, perfect again. So let's get rid of this. I'm going to have to fix up those dots again as well. Get rid of those. And this line as well. Because this ain't going to be quite right. Yeah, I'm generally not too bad with building, but you have to get the shit right to begin with, or otherwise, like I was just demonstrating then, was that you have to fix this shit up. And then it's annoying. So, yeah, I've got to fix everything up now, unfortunately. But yeah, most of my outward measurements were fine. These areas out here I'm not building on. See, I was looking at, like, I accidentally made this oval. I'm kind of, like, sort of a little bit into it. I kind of want to make that for, like, my new bed shapes instead of diamonds. But I am still having... I do still want my 4 diamonds for my... medical rooms. I'm just going to get rid of these. It'll be a lot easier on myself to just get rid of them. I know that I probably only have to move them over by like 1 or some shit, but I just don't want that. Okay. So, now, if I recall right, I went out by like... Was it 27, wasn't it? Like, no, 29 by 29, that's right. I made it bigger. This one. There. At 29 by 29. That's it. One of my favorite but simple mods is Color Planner. You can use color markers planning. Makes easy to plan out rooms and tunnels with different colors. Yeah, there's a few people in Discord that have definitely got that. And I don't know if anybody's actually linked the workshop for it, but I think it's a great tool. It's just that because, like, I'm, as you guys know, because I'm trying not to use mods as much as possible. I like kind of like showcasing that stuff's still possible. It's just like it's a little bit harder without the mods. There we go. All right, so there's my shape. Now, it does annoy me a little bit that I had to go back to start, but it's fine. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That one was 13 there. I did skip, so I'll just have to count it too. So from here, it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, cool. So that should be fine. If I just remove out this, my only thing I wish that they had is I wish that they had an undo button. An undo button and perhaps like a drag tool for shapes. It's the only thing I wish that they had as a base part of the game. That I think could greatly improve the game a lot, but I know that they don't have it, and like it's fine. It's mostly fine. You get used to it. But yeah, I'm kind of already used to using all this stuff anyway. Getting like a little bit warm now. I may have to adjust my heater soon. But yeah, there we go. There's a diamond shape in the center again. So let's grab this. Let's not get rid of that. Let's keep that as straight as fucking possible. Take it through there. And a link to, yeah. Yeah, either I pin it later or if Atlantis is around. She's been busy lately. So yeah, she hasn't been able to like do a lot of like pinning and stuff when I'm asleep, unfortunately. But everybody's got lives, so that's fine. I already understand that. Let's see. I might actually have a quick drink of water while I think about it. I might have a drink of water and I might turn down my heater a bit. Alright. I haven't done for a while too is I haven't saved. I'm just going to save and turn down the heater. There we go. Yeah, I turned it on earlier to kind of bring up the heat in the room because it was quite cold. And now it's getting quite warm and I don't think I need it to be that fucking roasted. Alright. So this at least made it easier on me last time to make the diamond shape. And yeah, it's honestly, this won't take me long to like get these back in place, in all honesty. So I'm doing 4 diamonds for hospitals in the center. They are my centerpiece, right? And then after that, I'm gonna have like circles and maybe ovals and all sorts of shit around the place so that I can have like some variety of shapes. I definitely like being able to like showcase that stuff, but I know that like making it's not the most like, I don't know. I'm expecting if anybody is watching that they're probably falling asleep. Like that's my expectations for this stream. It's just like, it's not that it's like dead set boring. It's just that like, unless you have personal investment in the building, there's not a lot to it. And it's peaceful because it's like, you know, I'm not under attack. God only knows, like I could end up like, I could get out of this and I could go straight into attack. Like I'm going to need like a prison area and everything designed and made. I know I'm like going for like whole hog, like design straight up, but yeah. Yeah, it's sleep. Sorry for, what's it? Sleep typing. You know better than to sleep type, Grim. That's how you stay asleep. That's what happens. Yeah, I don't know. It's been very peaceful. My only gripe is that every so often the music goes like dead. And I sit here with like no music and nothing, and I'm like, oh come on. Like, even I'm kind of like tired, so don't do that to me, game. You know? It gets difficult. I did drink some of that coffee. It wasn't great. I also was like kind of like really taking it slow just so it wasn't like upsetting my gut. But yeah, it should be fine. Also, I have something I've got to remember to tell you later, Grim. Also, the thing that happened at Nick's work is also going all right now. So I know I'm being like real cryptic and stuff like that, but it's not my story to tell, so I'm not going into it and stuff. But yeah, everybody that got hurt is doing okay. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because it's kind of like a conclusion to last week that everybody's doing all right. Get through here. All right, nice and easy. But yeah. Also, I guess a little friendly reminder is don't forget, everybody, that the movie night is this Saturday at 11 p.m. So what I'm intending to do is I'll be in the movie channel pretty much waiting ready to go until we've got like probably about, I would say, somewhere between 5 to 9 members ready to watch, and then I will hit start. So that could mean like 1:15 or a little bit later, just waiting for people to turn up. So my best like advice is try to be in and around like the start time so we're not held up too long. There is a mod for that. There's a mod that adds in more music and it's closer to each other for playing music, so you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I also heard, it was interesting, I was watching Lovett stream the other night when he was attacking, like getting ready to attack the Empire, and it was quite interesting because he was bothered by the music, and I was wondering because I didn't recognize the music. I couldn't tell if it was an add-on or if it was like one of the DLCs music, and then it occurred to me that I'm like, if I ever got the DLCs, I would have to have different music, and I'm like, but I like my RimWorld music. I'm like, I'm sure that there's like a setting I can choose what I want, and or there's probably an app or fucking thing for that. But yeah, I'm like, it dawned on me that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't necessarily have the core game music. I'm like, oh, sad. I'm sad now. Kind of funny. Also, I kind of feel like I may have like over talked last night, and I like really like ripped through my voice, which is funny because I've got a really massive social day on Saturday outside of Discord, and I'm gonna probably come back to the movie night with like fuck bugger all super fucking coarse gravelly voice. Gonna be hilarious. They still have the core music, but you just moved into a playlist. Yeah, I've kind of figured maybe that's what would happen with the DLCs, is you kind of just get like a bit of a playlist activity going on. But again, because I don't have them, I don't really have that like point of knowledge, so to speak, about it. Oops. I didn't mean to put that on the outside. Now I did realize before that I need to like put these dots to the inside too, so that I can make like a firm wall with this. But yeah, at least these will be in the right spot. The center bits will be in the right spot. I still don't know yet quite what I'm going to do with that. I kind of want to have, I guess instead of focusing on the little circles, I can focus on like a central area for a bit. Because I did focus on the circles for a while before I realized something was wrong. Mind you, the circles for the bedrooms on the outside, or I should be calling them ovals. Let's be real, they're ovals. But yeah, I should, I don't know. I should just leave these like where I'm fucking up and putting the dot on the inside. I should just leave those because I'm gonna make these double layered at some point anyway. So they've got to go inwards. I should just set them up as double layered now. I should also put the doors on them too, actually. I'll come back to this. I'll do that. I might as well set up that design now where you guys can see what I'm doing. It's a lot easier once you've got like the dots as well, because it's easier to see. Whereas when they're like the white dots, very, very hard to see pre-building. But yeah, I kind of want to make this same kind of hospital, the actual same kind of hospital that I had in Hatora. But I'll zoom out in a second. I'll show you what I mean for anybody that missed it earlier. So they should be both equal distance from each other, right? Equal distance from the furthest point that they can possibly be to the furthest point of the map. So there should not be any point outside of where a hospital is in radius to the outside of the map. It should be pretty fucking even, right? If somebody goes down, I should have a hospital within a 2-hour walk. At least. I don't know how far this map is. I think from one side to the other, I think it's like 3 to 5 hours or something. So it should be about an hour between each hospital. I should be able to save more people in the event of an attack by having more spaced out. So that's kind of my intention for this. I kind of want to be able to help my people more, just by being able to say, oh, I've got this particular hospital within arm's reach of this person who's gone down. The only problem I might have is if somebody's like downed right here perfectly centered, or downed right here at the furthest fucking point of the map. They're my only problems I might get. But I mean, dead centered, you've got 4 fucking hospitals, so it's fine. Well, you hope so. Being pawns and not listen to you when you need somebody to be dragged off to a bed. Look, they do that so often. Anyway, like my colony's actually been pretty good. This colony has been pretty good. Now that I have 2 locations and this is no longer homeland, right? I'm expecting there to be a bit more gruff about it. That's why this place is going to be all marble instead of wood. Like, I'm building all this stuff with marble, but I'm not, like, saying, go off and build it just yet. Like, they'll get one of something. Like, the hospitals won't be the first thing built. They're just getting, like, measured out. I'm hoping that maybe, like, some kind of cooking quarters or something maybe in the center. My only problem is wherever I put the actual prison, it has to also be relatively like spaced out too, because the problem I've got with that is that when prisoners are hurt, they have to get carried in. So it's not like you can put the prison in the dead center of a fucking map either. So that ain't gonna help you. I might just mute myself for a second so I can blow my nose. Hold up. I realized I was like on the verge of sniffling, and then I'm not gonna do that to fucking people. I personally hate listening to people having a sniffly nose when there's a tissue that you could blow your nose on. Yeah, no, I'm sure that at least like you saw the mouth movement. I know that you're joking because I check when I hit the mute button, I check that mute has happened before I actually do an activity, unless it's like a sneeze or a cough, in which case I don't have time to. I just have to hope it did. But yeah. My main thing is always checking that my audio is back more than anything. Because I've done that a couple of times. It's one of those ones where it's easy to get that like locked on, unfortunately. I sort of wish that I had have worked on some of this offline. Like, I wish I had remembered. But on the other hand, I also know that I would have like, yeah, I would have done this offline or whatever. But like, none of this would have started getting built, and you would not have heard me bitching and moaning about the whole thing. Is it normally when I mute myself, I mute Discord and turn off headset just in case? Yeah. See, if I turn off my headset, my audio immediately goes to the PC speakers, which is in my monitor, which is extra shit. And depending on the game that you're playing, 7 days doesn't bring it back for me, which means that I then have to close out of the game and reopen it to get sound back, which is a bit of bullshit, honestly. But yeah, it's very frustrating. All right, let's try this again. So I want it to be 2 out from the end. So we're going with a 5, then we're going up. Yes, we're going up by 1, then we're going up by 3, I think it is. By 3, and into 7. 7. Bring it in by 3. 3, and then it's technically up by 2, really. But yeah, that's the shape of the bedrooms that I'm going to be working with. And I kind of want them interconnected, but I think I'm not going to have quite enough space here for 2 to happen, right? So preparing for that, this one's also going to be interesting because it's not like I can build this all through like the swampy area here. 7, and head back to a game. Nice break, catching up. Yeah, no worries, Grim. Hopefully your game's not too intense for you. Yeah, hopefully you're having some fun. I will just be doing this, so don't stress. You are not missing anything. 3, 2, 2, and that's the line there. Alright, so that's where that's going to be. I can't build it yet. Now, my only thing is I thought about just doing a couple of little circular rooms here. I could probably get a 3rd one connected, or if this is actually the right size now, if I could take this from the centerpiece instead. So I've got 2 options. Is either I can make a small bedroom here and see if it traverses across there. So if I was to go up to here, say 1 up, and then from there it's to 3. What is it? Oh, it is 10, so I do enjoy it. Just sometimes need to breathe. They don't make dumb things. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta take a breather and like just relax for a couple of minutes in certain games. Alright, to there to 7, to there to 3, there to 3. That would mean that there would be where this is. Okay, so it would be just past the line. I kind of don't want that. I can take this down a bit. I don't need it to be that long, but I would need to take it out on this part here. So I think I can do that. I can make this a little bit stumpier, just a teeny bit. So let's get our 1 up here, right? So we're going to hit here. Instead of going to 3, we're going to do to 2, right? And then from there, we're going to do our 7. So 7 is necessary for the length of the room. Okay, so then we're going 2, 2, and then this would be to the 1. So that should be 1, and this is where the line is. Okay, so that's where we're going with that. So if I remove a dot there and a dot there, that's where this comes in. Okay, it's a little bit smaller, but it also works. I could also do that same design overall, and we could actually have it that there's a gap in between here. But because we're not building on this itself, I would consider that a gap enough around the map. We've got just a couple little bits like this. So I think I could do that. Alternatively, I could make these rooms all that size. It would take it back by about 2. There would be a pathway gap here instead. So I could also do that. My only question with that is the internal room size. I need to measure out that. So if I take that to there and that's centered there, how much have we got? We've got 6, 7, 8, 9. That's also an acceptable size room because what was this? This was 11, right? So yeah, my only problem with that is, no, they're already fully insulated. I could definitely do that shape instead. That was like that off-centery heart type thing that I was talking about instead of an oval. I actually wouldn't mind the 2 of them, honestly. Alternatively, I could also build that in by 1 because it doesn't really matter out there. So if I was to build that in by 1 on each of these, would that matter? That one might, maybe. Okay. That one wouldn't, and that one wouldn't. All right. So all I've got an idea of, I know I'm constantly doing shit, and it makes it hard to like see what the fuck I'm doing. Could I build that on the other side? Would it let me build this? How big is this? It's 10. So, making it out to 10, maybe. I could maybe build that on the other side of it, right? That would be to there, and that would be like a 5 in there somewhere. Let me just measure this. Hold on. That's to 10, right? This would be 5. That would go, that would go. This would go to 2. This would go to 2. And then that would be in from the rest. I could do that. I could have 1 oval and 2 circles. Immediately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms. I could all make them smaller instead of having like this extra accented thing. I could also allow for more space between them. If I did want to make this all the same shape, I could pull that in. That would require 1 extra line of resources between it. But I don't mind this. It's interesting. Alternatively, I could turn that on a side and pivot up through there as a central point. There's a lot of ideas here. I think I might just do that. I'll see if I can build a second one there. That will mean that I'll have a kind of circle, oval circle, right, around the outside. They will be connected though. That's the only thing I kind of don't like. I moved that back by 1, even just by 1 on each side. They wouldn't be touching. It would be standalone bedrooms. My only question is, the doors would have to be where these lights are. That's still quite possible. I could put lights there. That would still work. The doors there. Lights there. Door would be where on this though? Okay, so I can't really put a door on this because... Oh, no, I could because the bed would be in the center part here. So yeah, a door would still work. Would still work. I'm looking at this too literally, honestly. So I've got a couple of options. I can make this a fraction smaller and we can go with not an oval but more of a circle sort of shape around this whole place. We can have a fuck ton of bedrooms. So I might do that. This is taking it from dead center though, so let's get rid of this. That is the wrong shape. Fuck off you. And put this back in here. Alright. So I do like this oval shape, but I might do that elsewhere. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's put these dots back in here. And I'll just build what I can build from this. Alright, give me some structures here. I want this to be a gap, right? Taking it up by 2, so we want it to be here. I can't build here to begin with, so let's, I guess, go to those fucking dot things again. So here. From here is to 5. 5. Oh, up by 1. Remove that. Up by 2. Up by 2. By 7. 7. I don't have to take it to 7. I could make it less. 2. 2. Again. That's the line. Okay, so that's the shape, right? Okay. I could build some of that, but not all of that. And I could build that down this way. Oh, man. I'm sure there's several people that's just like, this is a nightmare. And I'm like, yeah, kind of is. Kind of is building these. Now, if I want a gap here, I could leave it. It would be a very small gap. It'd be there to 5. There. 2. 2. 7. I kind of want to leave the gap just for the aesthetic of allowing people to move through it so that there is actually passageway around this fucking base. It'd be really nice. But yeah, it's just annoying in some senses. All right. So my only thing was with this one was going to potentially be maybe an oval, because if I pull that in, I think that'll be too close to there if it's not connected to that. So the only other question is if I connect it, going up by 1, 2, by 7, 7, 2, 2. That. Okay, so that's connected. I could definitely fit 3 of those there easily. I could initially fit the other one just by bringing it in and having them touch. I don't know how many I could fit in there. I could put the ovals up in the corner. That could look all right. I could actually put them out as like individual like shapes themselves. I don't know if I could put it in there, but I could probably do like some kind of like other shape in between it. Be interesting. It kind of looked like a linked chain, honestly, throughout this place. I just don't want them touching. I really don't want the wasted space around the place, but I guess I'll do it. Let's fucking do that design. I know you guys don't know what I'm trying to do, but fuck off, extra dots, but I'm trying not to waste space at the same time as I'm trying to use a shape that I like the look of. Although, like, I don't mind it facing that way. It would allow me to have, like, more bedrooms. Doesn't really matter which way I fucking put those, long ways or tall ways. I think I could get more tall ways, actually, now that I look at it. I hadn't really considered doing it that way. But you know what? I hadn't really considered doing any of this the way I'm doing it anyway, so what does it fucking matter? Let's see, take it up by 2 up from this way instead. So there would be 2, 5 instead. Take you down there. Let's take you down by what, 3? Instead of taking it down by 3, let's take it down by like the... Nah, fuck it. I'm doing that shape. I'm gonna do that shape. I keep trying hard not to do it, and I think my brain really just wants me to just fucking do that shape. So I'm gonna honor it. I'm gonna just do it. I think it will make me happiest if I just fucking do the shape. It's annoying. But yeah, there we go. So there's the shape, right? I think that's immediately 4. I can put probably 3 of these bastards side by side. They'll have a pathway they can walk through there. I don't necessarily have to make them interconnected, but I'm gonna. So, yep, I'm gonna. Make it there, there, you 2. Is that 5 in total? Yep. Alright, taking it up by 1, taking it up by 3, taking it up by 7. Alright, so you 2, what, you 2, 3? That one? Yeah, 3, and then what, 2? And from there, I think you're the 5. 3. There we go. Okay, so there's the shape, right? So I'm going to have probably 3 of these beside each other. Again, like, I looked at every other variation of this, trying to avoid it, and either way, I think my brain really wants this. This one I think I can build as it is, actually. I might bring out the proper blocks for this. That's, I missed one there. It's a 3, the 3, the 2, the 5, 2 to 5. There and there, 3, 2. Kind of did that one shit. There's 7. All right, so a couple of these I'm going to be able to make straight up. And I think, I don't know if I'm going to add like a cooling thing maybe on the back end of it, maybe. I've never really had interlinked bedrooms before, so this is real wild for me. This is getting into some weird shit I've never even bothered before to do in any of my RimWorlds, but I'm kind of okay with it. I don't know if I can maybe build out there or not. I'm thinking maybe not. I could do like a half build here where it's like this half of the building. That would be interesting, but I don't really see too much point in that. Like I could. It'd basically be going up by like, what is that? By 7 odd, I think it is, give or take. So there to 3, there, 5, 3. Yeah, that, like I could have a half one there. That's kind of interesting. Like, that's fucking weird, but sure, I could do that. That at least gives me like some extra spaces for bedrooms and shit. So yeah, all right. I'm not going to be able to do this on all of it. Whatever. 3. This is 5, isn't it? Yeah, that one's to 5. think I may have made that too. No, it's right. Out there, 1, 2, 3. That can make it. This one though, I can't make it in that way. It's fine though. I'll get out the extra dots for this. There'll be a few here that I can't just do. It'll be fine. 5, 3. I need to 6. I need it to be about there, don't I? Oh. Yeah, it should be there. I thought that looked a bit long on the bottom bit. There. Get rid of you, I guess. Nah, that ain't right. Because I went down by 3. That's what I did wrong. It's fine. You can take it to that there. Go. That gives me the 1, 2. Now, how did I fuck that up so easily? It'd be easier if I just get rid of this bottom bit that I've just done. Fuck that off. Alright. Get the dots out. We go in 7. Yep. 7 to 3. 2 to 5. Up. 1, 2, 3. From that. Sorry. And then that's to 7. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Just thought I'd just fix that up before I ended up with a fucking catastrophe of a build.